Miguel Berchelt blames his loss to Oscar Valdez to secondary effects from COVID. Let's talk about that.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Brooks on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Boxing scene. Link will be in the description. Now, I just saw this a little while ago. Berchelt said that he didn't feel right once the Valdez fight started, and he didn't feel like himself. Secondary effects from COVID. Miguel Berchelt realized very early in his ill-fated fight with Oscar Valdez that the biggest fight of his career simply would not go his way. The former WBC super featherweight champion claims that the lingering effects from COVID-19, which caused a 2-month postponement of their 130-pound title bout, cost him dearly versus Valdez. Berchelt's poor performance included suffering 3 knockdowns, 1 apiece in the 4th, 9th, and the 10th. Valdez viciously finished off and battered Berchelt when he stepped back and blasted his Mexican rival with a left hook and sent Berchelt crashing to the canvas face first. Yeah, it was an ugly knockout. The first thing I learned from that fight is not to fight if I'm sick, Berchelt told Boxing Scene. I felt I was ready in my heart, in my mind, but for some reason my body did not respond at all. It was like the secondary effects from COVID. Interesting. The closest to Berchelt advised him not to fight during the buildup towards the rescheduled clash versus Valdez. Berchelt didn't want to postpone their ESPN main event bout again, so he went forward. February 2020, MGM Grand Conference Center, Las Vegas. He sure did. And if you haven't seen it, go look at it. I'll give my opinion in a second. Everyone around me, even my girlfriend, told me not to fight, Berchelt said. I wasn't fully sick. My COVID happened in November. But once the fight started, I didn't feel like myself. And even when I saw the fight again, I didn't feel like myself. 13 months later, Berchelt finally will return to the ring. He is scheduled to meet Nambia's Jeremiah Nakatili. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. In another main event, ESPN will air from the Resorts World Las Vegas on Saturday night, 10 p.m. Good luck to him. Nakatila, 32, is most known for his lopsided loss to Shakur Stevenson in their 12-round, 130-pound WBO interim title fight last June at the Virgin Hotels in Las Vegas. The hard-hitting Nakatila, 22 wins, 2 losses, 18 KOs, seemed to affect Stevenson with a right hand late in the 6th round, but otherwise, a defensively driven Stevenson completely outboxed he outboxed him in an unforgettable fight throughout, which Nakatila contends Stevenson was scared to engage with him. Yeah, okay. I saw some footage of Nakatila, but not much, said Berchelt. It was mostly a Shakur fight. I thought that he looked just okay in the fight. There isn't much film on him because he mostly fights in Africa. But I am not taking him for granted. Shakur as the Nakatila. This thing is written funny. He's saying I'm not him and he's facing me. That's what he's saying. Berchelt at 30 has outboxed. He has boxed at 30. Has boxed at near or above the lightweight limit 3 times during his pro career that began in November of 2010. The contract weight for this fight is the maximum for the lightweight division at 135 pounds. He says, I'm just ready to go. The link will be in the description. There's a lot here to be said. At the end, he says, "We lost the battle, but we haven't lost the war." Berchelt said, "I'm just ready for this war on Saturday." Good luck to him. Good luck to both fighters. Berchelt is a warrior. That is the article. Here's my opinion. If he says it was COVID or his body was completely recovered from COVID, I will take him at his word. Because, from what I know, and y'all can correct me in the chat if you choose to, Berchelt has never popped dirty for anything, for any PEDs. I didn't research it, to be honest with you. So if he has, feel free to let me know. But I'll take him at his word. Do you know why? Because this was a thunderous knockout he suffered from Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez was going into another fight, I believe right after the Berchelt fight, where A and B samples popped dirty and he blamed T. Now, rule of thumb, once you're caught, that especially in combat sports, once you're caught doing something, it puts a cloud over everything you've done. Now, if you go back and look at the Berchelt Valdez fight, he was dropped several times. Now, Berchelt could say, "Hey, man, I just wasn't myself." But that knockout was damn near knockout of the year. And we were concerned. He fell flat on his face. Slept him badly. It was one of those knockouts where if the fighter just decides a week later, "Yo, look, I'm not doing this shit no more," we would completely understand. But I'm glad to see him back in it, and he feels strong. And good, like I said, good luck to him, and I mean that. And I'm glad that he got up off the floor and he was okay. But Oscar Valdez popped A and B samples dirty and was still allowed to fight. Now that made us go back to the Berchelt fight and say, wait a minute. Oscar wasn't cracking like that prior to Berchelt. Not like that. He looked like a complete rock star against Berchelt. Now, Berchelt is sitting here saying, "Hey, man, after effects from COVID." Okay. But with that, after effects of COVID, I'll take that. Alongside with, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Oscar Valdez was juicing back then. And I'm entitled to feel that way. You know why? A and B samples popped dirty and they still allowed Valdez to fight. And the world went crazy. Not me. You know what I say? It's typical behavior. The support of old media, the support of the WBC, the support of certain fans. Because y'all know good and well, if that was Shakur with A and B samples tainted, he'd go the way of Big Baby Miller right now. By the way, he's just made news. Is he allowed to fight yet? Nah. I wonder what that's about. So good luck to Berchelt. Hope you do well, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!